Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Jen, I've heard of this thing called melatonin. What is it? Okay, so let's jump in. Melatonin, it's a hormone that our brain produces in response to darkness, and it helps with our body's natural circadian rhythms. So sleep, that's it. And being exposed to light at night can absolutely block melatonin production, which is why we say, look, we have sleep in a dark room, all those kind of things. So we all have melatonin, and as it gets dark, the melatonin levels rise dramatically, telling our bodies time to chill out, time to get to sleep. Thing is, melatonin helps us fall asleep quickly and also wake up less frequently, so we can get that restful night's sleep. Sometimes you may have noticed that after you've had a big day in the sun or at the beach or something, you might be really sleepy. Now, if you're at the beach, it can be the negative ions. However, it can also be melatonin. Now, I'm a big fan of the sun. I really am. And I make sure I get sunshine every day, but I do it in the early mornings so that, I'm getting sun, but I'm not doing that risk of getting burnt, which I totally did in my younger years, like we all kind of did probably. So that controlled kind of sun exposure is a great thing you can do for your overall health. And in fact, I remember as a little kid when, I had little baby brothers and sisters, mum would put them in the pram out in the sun, not in the hottest part of the day, naked literally, to take in all that goodness that was in the sun. It's one of those old kind of therapies just for wellness. And it's because it's good for our overall health. It's good for everything from fighting inflammation and oxidative stress and all those kind of things. So melatonin is just not about sleep. It's just not. Sunshine helps to stimulate the production of melatonin in our mitochondria. Now, mitochondria, you're going, what the hell is that, Jen? That's where most of the energy in our cells is made. Cool. That's easy. So melatonin is something that's naturally around. We're out in the sun. We're doing different things. Thing is, as we get older, it naturally reduces. And so, your sleep might be being upset by not getting enough melatonin naturally. So I thought I'd talk of a few ways to get better levels of melatonin. A couple of common sense things to start with in the nighttime, because remember, when it's light at night, we're not going to produce as much melatonin. So reducing that blue light screen, being on your device at night, that doesn't work. Having softer lights. Now, we've got lights in our house that are controlled by an app, so we can do that. You just might want a lamp in the corner or something, but having softer light is important to help with melatonin production naturally. Get out and get some sun on your face during the day. It helps regulate that internal kind of circadian rhythm clock, and also helps with the production of melatonin. Sunlight makes serotonin, that happy hormone, which is also the precursor to melatonin. So serotonin then converts into melatonin when it becomes dark. So getting extra sun during the day, not in the sunburny time of the day, but totally exposing your body to light will help with that in the evenings. That's why you're relaxed after you've had a day out and about. So melatonin can help with us getting to sleep and staying asleep. Broken sleep also I talk about in so many podcasts, right back to podcast number 1. I talk about sleep and stress. And so, when our hormone cortisol is out of balance, that plays a role with our internal clock, and we wake up between 2 and 4 a.m. to pee. And so you may need some adaptogen herbs, which can help with that. However, also look at your melatonin levels. So what are some foods that can help increase melatonin levels in the body? Number 1 is actually tart cherries, the Montmorency variety of cherry. It's not your sweet cherries, it's the tart cherry. And you can buy it in supplements. Go and Google that yourself and check it out. Not so easy to buy tart cherries in Australia. You can buy tart cherry juice and things. Just read the ingredients, check that it's not got too much sugar in it, because some of them do, because it's tart. It's not necessarily really pleasant to drink, but it's a well-known sleep aid, because researchers have found that it increases melatonin levels in the body. Another one that is far more pleasant to eat and easier to get are goji berries. Goji berries are also high in melatonin and can help with sleep. Eggs are one of the best sources of melatonin. Yes, eggs, 1 or 2 a day. Milk, classically the glass of milk before bed was used as a remedy for insomnia, and it's not surprising to find out that it is actually high in melatonin. Fish is a good source of melatonin, better than other kind of meats, and fish like salmon, the oily fish, salmon and sardines are the top of the list for that. Nuts also have a good amount of melatonin, so pistachios and almonds are amongst the highest. So maybe you want to bring more nuts and seeds. So there's half a dozen kind of food groups that you can have a play with to start eating more foods that are rich in melatonin. It's only really one kind of safety with melatonin. That's if you're drinking, don't do it. It's going to make you sleepy. And also if you're pregnant and breastfeeding, be careful. So the healthy life hack for this episode is pretty simple. If you're having trouble sleeping, look into bringing some more foods that will help support melatonin levels in your body. That's it. Or track down a supplement. That's it. In Australia here, we can't just go and buy melatonin. You have to see a doctor or a pharmacist to be able to get melatonin. But there's plenty of foods that you can start with to help get your melatonin levels up. If you want to go and check the show notes to get that list of foods so you don't have to write notes while you're actually listening to this podcast, head over to www.healthylifehacks.com.au. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review on Apple Podcast to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. And if you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below. Join my newsletter and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.